You can support this show at patreon.com/ASAPodcasting. Hello, welcome back, Skyrim Addict podcast. Michael joined by Victor.
Hello.
And Ray.
Howdy.
And we are heading over to Solstheim this time for Ghosts of the Tribunal, I guess is the overarching quest line thing we did.
Yep.
Something like that.
Mixed in with like 4 other quests to go get a bunch of stuff over on Solstheim. Which I haven't been to Solstheim yet with this character, so it's kind of good. I get over there. I'll probably be over there for a little while, and do so. I don't think I've done Deathbrand in a while. Actually, the Stalrim quest. I haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah, I did Bloodskull Blade early with Lucy, so I'd already been there. I don't remember why I went over there to begin with, but it seemed like a good idea at the time.
So this one had a lot of gear.
Yeah.
There was multiple armor sets. There was the Indoril, her hand. There was a bunch of robes.
Yes, extravagant robes.
Extravagant.
They're nice too. They're good looking.
Yeah, they are.
Textures and things. Yeah.
Yeah. They all the Tribunal priests, robes, some ebony maces and scimitars that actually are designed pretty nicely. Look different than the typical stuff.
Yep.
Let's see. I don't know if I.
And I love that Redoran Watchman's helmet.
Oh yeah,
that was so cool.
Yeah.
It's very, very sort of Japanese, I guess.
Yeah.
But I like her hand masks or helmets or whatever they call them.
They were very interesting.
Is wearing a full set of her hand armor now. He's all decked out. And I switch in between Sunder and Dawnbreaker depending on what we're doing. So.
Oh, nice. Let's see. Then there was I don't know if I found the cleaver. Maybe I missed that one.
I'm looking for I had a list up.
Yeah, that's what I was going through to see all the stuff first.
Of all the stuff, but I can't find it now, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so that you would get. Oh shoot! Now I can't remember her name. One of the people that you have to fight carries that weapon.
Ah, okay.
And so if you choose her as your follower, I think you can take it off of her, or if you kill her, then you can loot it from her.
That's why I didn't find it. I worded
there's one. There's several of them in one spot, and then there's one of them that's maybe her that's in a separate place. It's attached to one of the other quests. The missing curate, the Mask of Sothasil, is that
no? It's one of the 4 that you meet up with. Shoot, she's got a really weird name too.
Of the 4 that you can battle to become a part of it or something.
Yeah. To join the cult.
Yeah.
Wait, one of the 4 like priests or whatever.
Yeah.
There's Ethra Mavandus and Kydron Indabar, Vesparth the Toe, Watchman Syndrus, Matriarch Drevian.
It's the Toe. The Toe has it.
Okay.
Yeah, I remembered it was somebody with a weird name.
Yeah, they're cool. It's nicely done. It's not as well written as the last one. Was it the last one that had good writing and some of the really good books in it?
Oh yeah, Forgotten Seasons, the last one?
Forgotten Seasons.
Yeah. And this is a Chris Takahashi.
This one is
mod. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that may explain a little bit why it's a little bit like have lots and lots of little
little side
stories.
Yeah.
I like that it's based on the Tribunal, which is sort of one of my favorite. Vivek and South of Sil,
Mm-hmm.
Which is, by the way, what I usually call my Amazon device, and it actually responds to that.
Oh, really?
There's enough syllables in there that work. I won't say it just in case.
Trigger somebody's.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. So basically, to kick this one off, let's see, what was it? You had to go read the book in the temple on Solstheim.
Yeah, hidden in it's there's the Tribunal Temple, which I think is an added location.
No, it's the regular one in Blackrock.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in the regular Raven Rock Temple.
That's right, Raven Rock.
It's in the living quarters, I believe, on a table.
Yeah, downstairs.
Yeah. Yeah. What was that book called? I
think I was doing the quest where you have to find the spies or whatever they are, the family that's posing as somebody else.
Oh, yeah.
Kill
the one that gets you the house.
Yeah.
Right, Severin Manor.
Yeah. The Heretic Dossier at Temple Raven Rock is what we have to find.
Yeah, so it was kind of a bizarre, twisted way to get it started.
Yeah.
Because you read the book about the blacksmith, and it seems completely unrelated.
Yes.
So then you go through and take him out just so that you can get robes.
Yeah.
To wear as a disguise
to go into the temple,
past the guards. To get in, to then plead your case for why you should be allowed to join their cult.
Yes,
which is confusing in itself because you can, as Lucy did, but I mean, I was kind of stabbing around. I didn't want to read guides to the mod, so I found the thing and I went, and we just ended up in there. Goldier was with me, I think, and got attacked a couple times, and just thought, okay, and so we killed everything, and that was the end of that. So at least that branch anyway. So I never got to do that.
Yeah, so I did a character a few months ago that was a hand of Amalexia.
Oh, cool.
So I went through and joined, and it's really it's kind of interesting. I'm trying to figure out which was harder. Fighting them one at a time in the arena, or fighting them all at one time in the cave. It took me a while, and I was fairly low level when I went in. I'm pretty sure I was under 20. When I went in, and you fight them one right after another, and so you don't really have a lot of time to make adjustments and to heal up and any of that stuff. So it definitely took me a few times to get through that.
Yeah, I never ended up having to fight anyone in there other than whatever the undead ash that came up. Because I wore the disguise. The ash zombies. Yeah, I wore the disguise, and then I was able to persuade her to just let me in. So I never ended up having to fight them.
Yeah. So if you can't persuade her, then you have to tell her that you'll fight her. Her guardians.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's when the fun begins. And originally I thought this was a much longer quest because, if you do it that way, you spend a lot of time, talking to the people, you talk to the sculptor and you talk to the blacksmith and, talk to the various, people inside this cult layer.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just go through and kill everybody, it's much faster.
Yes, clearly. And I can't remember even the sequence that I went through to get some of these. Got all the masks, and I don't remember what triggers what. Because it's been a couple of months of sort of desultory playing on my. There's days or whatever in between.
Yeah.
And so I kind of lost track of the thread of it, if there is one, right?
Yeah. So when you either talk to or loot the body of the priestess, she has a note.
Yeah.
That she gives you, and you've got three quests.
Yeah.
2 quests that you have to go on. No, 3.
Yeah, it kicks off her word.
So you've got the one where you take Crucius's wife a letter to be translated.
Yep.
And then you have to wait 2 hours for her to translate it.
Yeah.
Once you get it back from her, she says, I don't want anything to do with this. And then you have the option of either handing out 3 or 4 letters, to various citizens who are willing to listen. Or you can take it to the priest inside the temple and say, hey, there's a heretic. And he thanks you, and you're done with it.
Yeah, and that's also sort of a hallmark of Takahashi, right? That he's very good at integrating his stuff with existing characters. So if you're not sort of aware of what's going on, it can sort of fool you into thinking you're doing something that's part of the vanilla game, but you don't remember what it was. And at least that happened to me at least once.
Yeah, for sure.
Talking to vanilla NPCs with a different dialogue, but it's nicely integrated. So,
yeah,
I was a little disappointed that the masks didn't have any real.
I was surprised about that. Yeah,
they don't have any enchantments or anything like that.
Or is it maybe you would have combined them or something like that to make something? Yeah.
Right, and I think part of that's because I still hadn't done the final thing with the dwarven crown, so I haven't attached one of those visages to the dwarven crown. So I'm still thinking of that. Well, these masks too.
Yeah,
but they don't.
Yeah, but mine are all adorning the mannequins in Tundra Home.
Right.
Oh, there you go.
So are mine. They're on the mannequins in Henderheim. Yeah, same idea. Yeah. And the is it the Sothasil mask? One of the Almalexia is really nice mask. That puzzle was actually a minute to figure the puzzle out.
It was with the
I had to run back to the beginning to find the
so you know which room was
the
which.
Sculptor was working on.
Yeah, it took me a little bit to get that. I was like,
Yeah. So, and then the first mask you get by following the Redoran Guard from the wall to the farm just outside the city.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
And then going down in the basement where he and his buyer are making the transaction, and you break that up. And no matter which way you're playing on that one, you kill both of them.
I only killed one.
Okay. Oh, you just killed the buyer?
Because I was sneaking. So he never even saw me when I killed him.
Gotcha.
I killed the buyer and then just hid and looted the body and then left. And I was like, am I supposed to kill him too? And then I went back and he was gone. So, so I was like, I hope not, because he's not there anymore.
He's gone.
Yeah, once you get the mask, that's what you're going for. And then so that I think was the Sothasil mask, and that's the really boring looking one with the hood.
Yes,
actually, it says, according to Buyer Beware, it's the mask.
Oh yeah, that's the Vivek. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
It's the. Then the other one is you've got to go back to Skyrim for.
Yes, yeah. And
it's the missing curate.
That was a pain to get to.
Yeah, you go back to Crucius's wife and ask her, or if you thought to ask her when you talked to her the first time, which I forgot. I went back and talked to her, and she tells you about the missing curate and where you might find her.
Yeah, as you go through, what was the name of that? Didn't it have you go through a dwarven ruin?
Yeah,
and
it's the one that's really out of the way behind Mazul.
Yeah, it was way up on the it was so hard to find the way up there.
Yeah,
when all you really needed to do was go to Stony Creek Cave.
You can go there, or you can go to Anselvund and go around the left side of the entrance to Anselvund. There's a path that continues.
Oh, is there? Okay.
The mountains from there.
Because they were in Stony Creek.
But if you go into Stony Creek Cave, you have to jump up over a waterfall, don't you, to get actually up into the...
No. Did we need anything? Did you need anything from the ruin itself, from the dwarven ruin itself?
No. I went that way because that's the way they,
Yeah, me too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right, because the guy that you want to get is right at the end of Stony Creek Cave, isn't he? You come down off that waterfall.
They're in that little mine area below. Yeah.
That was confusing to me. I was thinking, wait a minute.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be in Cagrenmel.
Oh, Cagrenzel. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Has a surprising amount of vowels, as they say. I read that. I was like, that's pretty good. Yeah. All right, that's fair.
Yeah, so both times I went by horse, so I just went straight up the mountain.
Just trying to run right up the side of the mountain.
It's interesting because the UESP description says travel to Stony Creek Cave, but the quest marker is at
Cagrenzel,
dwarven ruin.
Yes. Yep. And and then when you read the description, it does say the objective says to return to Skyrim and find him in Cagrenzel.
Yeah. Okay.
But it is literally in Stony Creek.
So he may have taken you that way just so that it seemed like a longer quest.
Yes. I think that was just to stretch it out a little bit. Yeah.
Another creative way to make it
longer. Yeah. Use exists. Yeah, and make it a little bit longer. That
was a tough fight too, because there were a lot of pretty beefy enemies in that cave.
Yeah.
The other one was when you had to go to was it Falbathzar to get the original is that, I guess that's part of this quest, right?
When you go kill
where you get Kenro's robes and all that.
Yeah.
That's Falbthars.
Yeah. True Flame quest.
Yeah.
But then that one continues on even as you're continuing this one.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost like, oh, by the way.
Yeah. You still have this
quest you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got really confused with that one because I thought somewhere along the line, I got the impression that I had to have True Flame.
Yeah.
And so it had been a couple of 3 weeks between, my playtime on this. And so, because I got waylaid by some other like Webbajack builds and things. And so my head's like spinning with all the different characters I've been playing around with different mod sets. So I came back to this, and I have used, Lucy has hung out with Belrand and Stenvar, but mainly Goldir has been her guy. And I thought that I had given True Flame to Stenvar, but then I tried to find Stenvar. I can't find him anywhere. Right? So I'm thinking, I don't know. Did I really? And then I tried to, apply. That's what I put in the chat. Where the hell are these gems?
The gems.
Oh yeah, yes. Because I was getting confused by those. I'm like, am I supposed to be finding these gems somewhere? I don't have a quest marker for them.
Right. Exactly. There's no quest markers. And then I guess I realized after the first or second one that they were attached to quests.
The quests.
Yeah. So I ended up having to look at the UESP just to see what the quest names were. And then I looked back in my journal and they were all there. I think I'd triggered everything. I just hadn't really figured out what they were. Anyway, because I was also confused about the Pyroel Tar.
Yes.
but now Lucy is using True Flame, which is actually a pretty darn good weapon, and so she's been using that with a Netch leather shield.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and my Hand of Amalexia character dual wielded True Flame and that other one, Hope Spire, or the electric shock one.
Yeah. Oh no, that's the one that Lucy's using. I'm sorry, you're right. That's the shock, the really cool kind of
the scimitar.
Yep.
Yeah. So on my Khajiit samurai character, he dual wields katanas, so he couldn't use those swords. But Lydia is my follower, and she opted for the ebony mace.
Oh, okay.
So
I always give her the axe of light.
Appropriate.
Yeah, I wanted to be a little more effective than that.
Yeah, fair point. Yeah,
that's fair. That's fair. I guess the final quest is the Ashen Heart one.
Yeah. So once you've gathered all the masks, then you have to take them back to the armory.
Yes.
And either the priestess has given you the key to the armory, or you've looted it off of her body. And I had a heck of a time getting the door to open.
Me too. The first time I pulled the chain, it didn't open.
Yeah. And then so I'm like, I can see the keys right here in my inventory. I see it.
What now? I'm like, so I ran all over the place. I'm like, can I get it another way?
See if there's some place you have to, interact with. But now I pull it like 2 or 3 times and it finally opened.
Yeah.
So same. It's sticky.
Yeah. Needs a little WD-40.
Yeah. But once you get in there, then you have to, then you read the note about, the guy that was trying to figure out, how to get the back gate open.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
To the loot chest. And so he's talking about how, the masks are the key, and you have to check with the sculptor and, figure out, the different, the different, places that the masks have to be. And then it's also kind of tricky because the mask of Amalexia, I had to loot it off of the mannequin and then put it back on the mannequin.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did that
actually
I did that as well, because you had to, obviously, but your mannequins weren't dressed when you went in, right?
No.
Yeah.
They all had clothes.
Yes.
But none of them were wearing them.
You could loot it and then put it right back on them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for the 2 masks that you had, obviously. But yeah.
Well, there's 5 of them, right? There's the 3 that you shift the masks around on, and there's 2 more.
And then
back.
2 more at the front. Yeah.
Even more than 2 more. I don't remember this, but they all have stuff in their inventory.
Yes. Yeah. Every one of them has stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. We got really weighed down.
Yeah. Well, and then there's shelves behind them.
Yes.
Full of all the different kinds of armor.
I'm like, do I need to go pick up all this stuff? I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah. It's taken several trips.
Yeah, that one took
that place fully looted.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. It took me a little bit. I'm like, do I put these clothes on them? Or they did. And then I started clicking and I'm like, wait, I can just take the stuff off of them and put it on them. This is weird. And I'm like, do I need the stuff on the shelves? Do I not need the stuff on the shelves? And then eventually I did the masks. And I was like, oh, it opened. It's like, oh, all right. Well, that's what I had to do. It took a little bit to figure that out, however.
No.
Yeah, that was pretty much the last one I did.
Yeah, that was the last one I did, yeah.
Yeah, but then once you get the thing open and you go to the chest, you find a note with the guy saying, I figured out how to get it open without the masks.
Yeah. Oh, and that's where the final forge gem is as well.
Yeah.
Yep. So then you can go back and finish that up.
Actually, was that the final? Maybe that wasn't the last one, because I think
it depends on which way.
Depends.
The final forge gem was the guy you kill over by Tel Mithrin.
Tel Mithrin, yeah.
Oh yeah. That's right. No, not in there. It's after you go after him in the same quest line. Yeah, that's right. Which is another. That's like the second battle in that cemetery.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Because if you do the Ash Spawn quest line, there's the big battle down in that cemetery.
Yeah,
or it's part of it.
You know, one thing I learned after the first time I did it, I went straight to him to kill him because he's got all those ash zombies, and some ash spawn that naturally spawn there.
Yep.
And if you get distracted fighting them, he lays waste to you.
Yeah, he's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Although at this point, Lucy is a stupendous master alchemist, so her lingering health potions are just devastating. So, and with the ordinator, she's got 10, actually more than 10 shots per
poison.
Wow. Every so I can just.
That's nice.
I mean, they're not effective against dwarven things or she's also for the first time with which is Enai's thing, Winter Sun, that does the religion, does the anyway.
Yeah, Winter Sun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she is a devotee of Meridia, so she has some pretty powerful stuff against the undead.
Oh, nice.
So anyway, but so she's pretty powerful. She's level 35, but between the alchemy and some high level archery against human or against living opponents anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mine is spec'd to fight dragons.
Yeah,
so he's he is not, he can kill a dragon on the ground by himself with just a couple of dual wielding power attacks. Because one hand he's got his katana, the other one he's got Dragon's Bane.
Oh, cool.
And he's a devotee of Akatosh, which gives him extra damage against dragons.
Yeah.
So he can wade through dragons, but it was kind of interesting. So I plowed right through the two guards at the front gate, and I thought, okay, this is going to be pretty simple. But then the first time I went in and attacked the guys with the priestess in the main chamber, they just laid waste to me.
Yeah.
So I had to figure out how to string them out and get them to chase me all the way to the end of the cave, so that I could take them out one at a time.
That's smart.
Yeah, I did very little other than the things in my way and the ruins and stuff like that. I didn't end up fighting really any of the enemy, the people in the temple. Obviously, him down by the cemetery I did, but I have a what is it? Crossbow? Yeah, crossbow with like fire enchantment on it, and that kind of took care of him. He went down to one knee first anyway, and then I was able to get him on the second shot. But the ash zombies were pretty resilient.
Yeah, but they don't have any weapons. They just punch.
They just punch you.
Yeah.
It takes a while for them to go down, though.
Yeah, that's true. It does. They are sort of, they're not all leveled the same. So some of them do take longer.
Yeah, because there was a higher level one, a skirmisher actually. It was called a skirmisher when I got to the cemetery area.
Yeah.
When they first showed up at the, I fast traveled back to the temple above, right in Raven Rock there. And they started punching me, and I'm like, wait, did I kick? Is this? And I didn't even know if it was this quest or it was the Ash Spawn quest or what was happening. Because when I went to the farm, the Ash Spawn thing was going off when I got there, and then I fast traveled back there, and then I'm getting punched in the face by the Ash zombies, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Is this part of this?
Excuse me for a moment. Can you tell me which question related to?
Yeah. I'm like, should I be like? Do I need to? I'm like, oh, I got to kill them regardless. So what?
Just kill everything. Yeah.
It's like it really doesn't matter. I'm not going to turn them, I guess, but
yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah. So it was a lot of good loot though. Like if you're going over to Solstheim anyway, actually I think it adds enough to Solstheim where you could do like a pretty good, like a lot of different gear where you could do like kind of a starting playthrough there. And
I think so. I think it's like it's the kind of quest line that lends itself really well to just kind of slotting into all the other stuff you're doing, because it doesn't have a real linear drive to it. So, and that's basically what Lucy did. The only problem with that, of course, like I said, for me anyway, was I did it far enough apart that I got
lose track.
Forgot.
Oh yeah, that would be totally confusing to me. Yeah.
But other than that, it really does sort of slot in very
Yeah,
nicely.
and it's not an easy quest to do at low level.
No. Yeah.
Because you probably don't have high enough speech to intimidate, or persuade your way, in, which means you've got to fight the four guardians.
I think that's what happened to me, because it was long enough ago for me that I don't remember. But yeah, I think like you said.
And so that is a tough fight, and they're also really hard to wipe out everybody because so many of the characters in there are pretty powerful.
Yeah.
There's a beefy mage, the guy with the watchman's helmet is a pretty tough mage.
Yeah.
And then the toe is running around with that enchanted hatchet. So yeah, it's pretty crazy, but you definitely end up with, especially if you're going one-handed, because I got a pair of gauntlets that had like 30 or 40% one-handed attack.
Nice.
And then also a helmet that had about the same in one-handed attack.
So sorry, this just occurred to me, but the toe. So there are several other NPCs in the game, like the nose guy in Markarth, and isn't there a finger somewhere? I wonder how many whether Takahashi was making a joke about some of that.
Oh man,
how many characters are named the finger or the nose or the toe or some other appendage? It might be fun to figure that out. Yeah, I've got that quest in Markarth waiting in my journal.
Oh really? Oh nice.
I got to figure out what to do next, because in the book, again, if I'm following sort of Lucy's storyline, she also in the books, again, if anybody didn't listen to our last one, this is Lucy Pevensey, who's one of the characters in Tales of the Narnia Chronicles. But anyway, she also carried a vial of healing potion, so she would be a healer too. So I'm thinking of going to the Mages College next.
Oh, nice.
Sort of doing restoration. I mean, the alchemy obviously does that, but you can't apply potions to heal characters too easily. I don't know, maybe there's a mod that allows you to do that. So I figured the best way to do that is to become a restoration mage.
Yeah, that's true. How does the Mythic Dawn fit into her story?
Who, in Lucy?
Yeah.
I don't think. Probably not at all.
How would an Oblivion Gate fit into her story?
Yeah, I don't
know. Because there is was it The Cause is another creation club.
Cool.
That we've never done.
I've never even heard of that.
You have to be level 46 to kick it off.
Well, that's fun to get there then. Yeah.
Yeah, gosh. I'm going to need a few weeks.
Yeah,
Me too, because I'm only like level 30 with the leveling mod. So I may have to do some enchantment grinding.
So you have to be level 40 something, and
then the courier comes. Yeah.
The courier. Okay, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, it seems like there's I think I did this one actually when it came out, but I mean it's been quite a while of it. I mean it's been came out in 2021. What is it? I guess it's been a year.
I don't want to read through this too much. Do you remember, does it slot in well? Because I don't want to sort of get too many spoilers of it, but does it slot in with the is it Molag Bal or whoever the Mythic Dawn is pepped about? The vanilla quest?
I'm trying to remember.
Oh yeah, the museum. Yeah.
Yeah, the museum. I'm trying to think. I don't think it utilizes that really.
Okay. Oh, is this what? So this is. I'm just looking at the quick walkthrough list. So some of these elemental shards and the Great Welkin Stone that you find various places. Maybe those. I guess those are part of this quest.
Yes, they're part of this. Yeah,
I've been wondering what those are for.
Yeah, that's where they utilize it, is in this. Yeah.
Cool. Well, that sounds like fun.
And there is you get something at the end of the second part of it, which is nice. I'm trying to think. Let's see.
Yeah, you defeat some dude at the end.
Yeah, I definitely did this one before because I have the summon that you get. So it's a really I like the look of it a lot. But yeah,
the staff.
I really need to level up though to start this one.
I'll have to go through and see if anybody's even remotely close. I don't think anybody's out of the 20s.
I think I just hit 30 as I was playing today. So
I just started a new. There's a. I started Lucy's brother Edmund in high school. We did it when I was Edmund. Yeah. So I've started him a new Wabbajack mod list called Tempus Maledictum, which is actually really good. It's by the same mod list builder who did the magnum opus for Fallout 4.
Yeah,
which is really good. And this one is good. It's stable as hell. And it includes Legacy of the Dragonborn and all the anniversary content. It looks nice. It's all Enyrim stuff. So anybody wants to try it? It's quite stable, downloads easily if you have good connection.
So. Nice.
Cats.
Yes, very needy cat has showed up.
Oh, poor Kate had a real collapse.
Oh no!
Her beloved little cat ate a ball of yarn. And required abdominal surgery.
Oh,
yeah, but she's recovered now. So.
Oh man. They will eat anything, that's for sure.
I know, especially noodles. Something about cats and things that look like noodles.
Yeah, this is true.
Including headphone cords.
Yes, especially cables. Wires. Yeah.
That's right, everything else.
Especially wires. So have we played any other games?
A couple. I've dabbled in a couple. I'll shut up. Anybody else?
No, I played Minecraft.
I wish the little ones have stopped playing Minecraft for a while, so I haven't played with them a couple of months.
I started a realm with some friends, and we've just been messing around in there, building stuff.
You like 0.19? I mean, is it?
Yeah, actually, yeah. It's I like the things that add it. It's man, the underground exploration is really, really fun now.
Yeah, I was even digging it in the last release. So
yeah,
it's
just so much. It's just so vast underground now. It's really just.
Did you find any of the ancient cities or lost cities or whatever?
Oh yeah, I eventually did find one and died immediately. Because I kicked off the warden, and then it starts blinking pitch black and a little bit of light, and I'm like, oh shit, I can't see anything.
Oh, no.
And I tried to quick build a wall around myself, and it didn't work. He hit me one time, and I was dead. And I'm like,
Turns out it wasn't Fortnite after all.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't build fast enough to save myself. I was like, oh, this is bad. And I lost all kinds of great gear I had with that character.
Oh, no.
That one's still there. It's one it's like a world that I always go back to and play. I have like a whole city. I took over a village and have built it up and walled it in and everything.
Oh, wow,
so
cool.
I respawned back there anyway.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, whatever. I got like a ton of crap here anyway. So
we cheat and turn that off on our server. I just hate climb all the way back down somewhere.
It is
all the stuff that I lost.
Such a pain. Yeah. Such a pain. Yeah, other than that, I think that's all I've really played because we were away for a while and then a couple races and stuff. So yeah, I haven't really, just because I was able to play it on the Switch, it was like perfect.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, yeah, whatever. I'll hop in for a little bit on the Switch and do some. Oh, Jesus.
Yep. Reach saturation point there.
Yes.
Yep. Did you play anything?
Yeah. And I've now, between my youngest granddaughter visiting and Dragon Con, I've not had much gaming time.
Oh, right. Dragon Con. How'd that go?
Dragon Con went great.
Good.
Yeah, it was really good. I got to run the sound for the William Shatner panel.
Oh, wow.
So that was very cool.
Yeah.
And he's an interesting guy. He definitely enjoys the interaction with the fans. So
oh, good. That's so nice.
It was really nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And so yeah, and it was an overall good weekend. 67,000 people.
Wow.
Jeez, yeah, that's a good one.
And so that's about 2/3 of the way there. So I suspect next year we'll be back full force unless something something else pops up. But I expect next year will be probably 90,000 people.
Back to back to what it was.
Cool.
Yeah,
that's very cool. They'll come down for that.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun convention. There's so much cosplay and just so much creativity, people doing mashups and everything. It's it's definitely a lot of fun to to just cruise around and see what's going on. And then there's a panel for anything that you could possibly be interested in pop culture, anime, science and space.
What part of Atlanta is it?
It's in downtown. There's 5 hotels.
Oh, wow.
That host different different tracks.
Yeah. I'll look at that. Maybe I'll try to bring Kate down with me.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Come visit me in the Hilton.
Yeah, definitely. Is one of the hotels a Marriott?
Yep.
Because I've got infinite Marriott points.
Yeah, you don't have enough points.
Yes, I do.
To get in. No, to actually get a room.
Oh.
It's really hard.
Oh, I've got hundreds of thousands of points.
Yeah. No, that part I'm sure you've got covered. It's just being able to actually get an available room.
Yeah.
Because usually they don't allow points on.
Yeah, they locked those out.
I tried that, we have an organ builders convention coming up in a couple weeks, or 3 or 4 weeks actually. But anyway, it's at the Sheraton in Atlantic City. I don't think I can get a point either.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I usually stay off site and then just take the train in.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you can't get it there.
Yeah.
What's that, Michael?
I'm surprised you can't get it for the Sheraton down there, actually.
Well, I think I can get it for 1 or 2 nights, but it's also on Columbus Day weekend.
Oh.
So stuff going on.
Yeah.
We'll be
long
lucky
weekend.
To get 67 people, much less 67,000.
Yeah. I was like, how big is this organ builders convention? Jeez.
Yeah. There's lots of timid little old organ builders.
Am I going to have to prepare for traffic on the way to work?
Just 1 or 2 buses.
Double check Columbus Day weekend.
A couple of Calliope chariots or carriages.
Yeah. Now we'll be heading across over to Philadelphia on Saturday, hanging out there, and then the rest of the conventions little closer to Atlantic City, the Boardwalk Hall, and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So,
yeah, I work close to one end and live close to the other.
Yeah, I'll be actually spending the 2 weeks before that in Ontario, California. So,
oh, nice.
Nice. Yeah. So on the subject of the Winter Sun mod. So I highly recommend, no matter how tempting it may be, do not be a worshiper of Azura.
Oh God.
Oh wow. Okay.
Really?
That wasn't what I was going to guess you were going to say, but yeah.
So the trick is that Azura, you can only pray at 5 a.m. or 7 p.m. And Azura only kind of likes it if you pray at 7 p.m. You get extra bonus if you pray at 5 a.m. But if you're doing any fast traveling, or if you're involved in quests, or if you're diving in a dungeon, it can. I lost favor with Azura so many times with the particular Dunmer character I had that it was just like, okay, screw it, I'm going with somebody else.
Yeah. So it sounds like you have to be very, very intentional about it.
You definitely a lot of planning as far as being available at 5 a.m.
Yeah. So it helps to have a clock, one of those clock mobs.
Oh yeah, I ended up putting it in, and that still didn't help.
Oh jeez.
Oh well.
Because the mod I need, so I have a mod on Fallout 4 that when you go to fast travel somewhere, it tells you what time it's going to be when you get there.
Ooh, that's a nice idea.
Nice.
Yeah. But on Skyrim, you just kind of have to guess.
Yeah.
And so there were multiple times where I would be fast traveling in the middle of the night somewhere, and end up, at 6 a.m. at the other end. And it's like, oh, too bad, so sad. Playing today.
Oh well.
Oh God.
I was going to guess you were going to say Sheogorath, because being a devotee of Sheogorath is about as random as.
I haven't tried that one yet.
Yeah, it's very strange.
That seems exhausting.
I should probably do that with my illusion mage.
Well, I forget, is it the power that you can invoke, or becoming a devotee, whatever it is, it'll do random things to you. Some of them good. Sometimes it'll transport you somewhere you weren't planning to go.
Oh,
it's very
God.
strange. Yeah, we tried that for a little while and decided it wasn't a lot of fun anyway. A little too much like trying to find the gate to Narnia.
Yeah. So whatever a touch of madness is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh gosh.
So it says here that you receive a touch of madness whenever you enter combat.
That's okay. That's what it was. Yeah, because it was like
if you get to be a
find yourself
devotee
somewhere else.
Which could be handy if you bit off more than you could chew, but otherwise it'd be kind of a pain. You're at the end of a dungeon, about to fight the final dragon priest,
right? Yeah,
and get transported to Solstein.
Yeah, it would not be fun. I don't remember what happened. We got transported somewhere and got killed because of where it was.
Yeah, it definitely is a fun mod.
It is, absolutely.
I enjoy it.
All of them are. Yeah, I'm going to. That's the one thing I'm going to add to her mod list is Thunderchild. Because I trust his mods to be addable at pretty much any time.
Yeah.
Games.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very quickly. I've tried it a little bit, and Kate has not played a round of it. Farthest Frontier, which is a new sort of world RTS kind of. A little bit along the lines of Age of Empires, but with very modern looking graphics. It's very, very pretty game.
What's that one called?
Farthest Frontier.
Farthest Frontier.
Yeah. It's another early access, but it's pretty polished, pretty good for early access. And Sean and Kate are playing this new Disney game. I forget what it's called.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Sherry is also playing. I saw she posted a couple things on Instagram. And I hear from Sean and Kate that it's really surprisingly good. So that's whatever it's called gets recommendations from my kids, which is
Dreamland or something
yeah.
like that. Yeah, we talked about it a little bit on the Fallout feed.
Oh,
Friday.
cool. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I saw something about it. I haven't really seen it. And I saw Sherry was playing it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it seems to be well liked.
I was just looking up Farthest Frontier.
Yeah, it's like $29. It's pretty cheap.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, that's
worth it. And I think it has a co-op element. I think Kate and I are going to try to play it during the week sometime. Valheim's had some updates, so I haven't messed with any of them, but looking better and better. Steam library.
In No Man's Sky, we're on update watch.
Update
really?
watch.
So today was the last day of the expedition, and so we figured anytime between now and October 7th, when the Switch release comes out, we are expecting the 4.0 update.
Gotcha.
So
that's impressive. They're still in that
game. Yeah, they really are, and it's to the point now where there's more than you can do, in just a single save. There's just so much going on, going in so many different directions. So the latest thing they added was the organic frigates, which are these, space creatures that you can recruit to do missions for you.
Oh, wow.
And, there's all kinds of shapes and sizes, and, some have no tentacles, some have, tentacles, 3 times longer than their body, and all different colors and everything. So I've got a character that's up to 23 of these living frigates, and it's fun to not send them out on missions so that you can just fly around and look at them, because they hover around your freighter.
Oh, nice.
When they're not on mission.
So are they smaller than a standard freighter kind of thing?
They're about the same size as conventional frigates.
Okay.
Yeah. A little bit longer with the trailing tentacles and stuff, but
so like space squids.
Yeah. So those are fun, and then you feed them stuff to change their stats.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So I guess next time we'll try and level up to get to the cause.
Yeah.
Have to get Skippy on that.
Yeah. I think I don't know, let me look. I think that week before Columbus Day weekend,
I'm going to be away from this computer and this gameplay for the 2 weeks before that.
Okay.
And, so it might be, for me anyway, I think it'll be like the weekend after Columbus Day.
Let's figure that then, and maybe we can just record. So, yeah. If anybody's free to record something else prior to that, we'll figure the cause for after Columbus Day. Yeah. That'll give us all time to level up, first of all.
I'll be here until like the 24th of September, and then
nice. Yeah, we could probably just do a general thing in between and then figure the cause for afterwards, because it's going to take me a while to level up that character.
I have to figure out how to get a character that high.
Yeah. When I saw 46, I was like, 46. That's gonna be tough in some ways. I think
going a few levels if you got enough money to train a bunch.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. I wonder how much gold I have.
Yeah.
Oh God, I've got Lucy has like 50,000 plus and just tons of loot.
Just tons of yeah.
Sell a bunch of stuff.
I haven't been picking up anything because I don't have a house, so I've just been like, whatever.
I may take the illusion mage because I can just go legendary on illusion, and then
you just keep it muffle and invisibility.
Cast muffle for a couple hours.
I'm gonna have to start smithing and chanting and Well, I've been doing alchemy, but I'm doing a green pact character, so my alchemy is very limited.
Yeah.
But there's still plenty of ingredients I can grab.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I could go legendary on alchemy and just potion up to.
Oh yeah,
got enough ingredients. I could probably make 50 levels.
Just doing potions.
Go up to
especially if you already know all 4 things for the each ingredient.
Yeah,
it's a lot easier.
Oh yeah, I learned that early. With Ordinator.
Yeah, you get it really early. Yeah.
Yeah. I just use the website.
After all this time, I still don't. I just experiment every time. I just eat them, get the first one, or I just start mixing. I always do it that way. I don't know why.
Yeah, me too. It's still fun that way.
It's like habit, and it's like enjoyable. Like my character's discovering it.
I know some of the ingredients for things like green damage.
Yeah, like that, yeah. Like I've made them so many times that they kind of.
Yeah, this one's nice because you plug in all your ingredients and then it lists the potions by value.
Ooh,
nice.
So if you're using it to make money,
that's a plus.
You can see, because a lot of them are ones you'd never think of putting together.
That's true.
And so
that are a good value. Yeah, that make a good value potion. Yeah.
I've got some potions that I am 10,000 gold. It's useless, right? Because you can't sell them for that.
Yeah,
nobody's got that much.
Nobody's got any money. Yeah. Oh man. All right. Well, we'll be doing the cause in November. Not November, October. Oh my God. I don't even know what month it is anymore. October. And maybe some of us will be back before then. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that week, mid-October, we'll be doing the cause. Give everybody a little time to get up to level 46. In the meantime, I might bop around Solstheim since I'm already over there anyway and play some of that.
That may be the most interesting challenge.
Yeah, getting to 46. This is a good point. Oh, gosh. All right. Till next time, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Night all.
Bye-bye.